shit. Get on up.
Which map is this?
It's the Snow Moon.
Oh god.
No
It's the
talking.
one I don't remember.
Remember, no Russian. Also.
Oh, they put stuff in here for like colorblind people.
No talking.
Oh my god. Fuck. Oh no.
Where was it at?
What?
Oh my god.
What?
It's over by admin. And I saw somebody leave, but I didn't fucking pay attention.
Leave admin?
Yeah. I saw them leave the body, and I didn't fucking see who it was.
Well, it wasn't me because I was doing asteroids at the
Where were
bottom
you
of the
at?
map. Alec, why don't you have your mic on so we can hear you for one? This isn't phasmophobia.
It's
Hello,
probably
can you hear me now?
I don't know.
Yeah, we can
I
hear
have
you.
no fucking idea, but I saw
Yeah,
somebody.
I was down in the lower left corner, turning the water on.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah, I was going towards
I did
Whites.
see Alec in the lower left. Like we were all in that area, and I went down. I saw
All I know is
Kristen, and I saw
didn't see
Alec.
green. So I don't
I
think it
was-
was a green person. It was either a white or a black person.
I went out, went
Ah,
to the
that sounds
right,
horrible.
and you know the building with the computer where you do asteroids? I was in the middle of asteroids when the meeting was called, so.
Is that the one on the top right?
No, very bottom.
It's
No.
either Jason or Alec. We're gonna have to just wait because I honestly I cannot believe I did not pay.
I don't
attention.
know this freaking map.
I did.
Can we afford to wait though, Kristen? Because there's going to be 3 of us left.
I know. We're just gonna have to risk it for the biscuit. Yeah, I guess we could have guessed, but then you really got another wait. I don't know. That really sucks. I didn't see who that was. You bastards. Fuck.
Kind of weird.
Okay, I can join next game.
I knew that.
I should have trusted my gut. Why did I choose to stay with Jason?
I saw you.
I thought I screwed up so much when I killed Damar right there and he ran right past me.
I did not realize who it was. I knew. I thought it was you, but I wasn't certain because I was not paying attention.
I wasn't even gonna fight. Like, if you said it was me, I was just gonna be like, yeah, I
The reactor either, but what the fuck, Mary?
I
yeah,
was
what
dead.
Mary, yeah, Mary was dead.
Oh, damn.
That was
you suck.
Alex that didn't do anything.
You suck, Alex.
I don't know where Kristen was, but I seen she was dead on the heartbeat monitor. So I called it.
So, I've been on cams. Mary's been running around. I haven't really seen her do anything, but I haven't seen her do anything too suspicious. Alec was definitely.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Definitely on the water pump game in the bottom left. I saw glimpses of Jason. That's what it.
Last thing I was doing was filling the gas tank before the meeting was called. So.
I didn't even see tomorrow.
So cams have been on for quite a while, so I don't think Stuart left. Like, I don't think he would have left to do the kill.
Well, Stuart's lucky I'm not the thing, because I walked in and watched him in cameras for a bit.
Yeah, and so I've had tasks around the center area, because I had to do the fuel, like the fueling thing and whatnot. So cameras have been active the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen Stuart in the camera room, and I seen Alec in the water pumps.
I think I saw someone. I just
I
don't
didn't
remember.
see shit.
To be
I didn't
honest.
see anybody.
Yeah, I haven't passed anyone. I'm still alive, so I don't think it's tomorrow.
That's good. Good case right there.
Yeah.
So we should all just vote Mary. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right,
Thanks,
bye,
guys.
bye, Mary. Go
Bye, Mary.
for a
If
lava bath.
Stuart thinks that Alex is on that thing the whole time,
Yep.
I kind of think it might be Mary. But this is really early.
Okay.
What did you guys vote?
Mary.
I didn't vote.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, what did you vote?
I voted Mary.
Oh my god.
Why do we
gut.
play with you people? Seriously.
Okay, like the stories check out. My gut kind of tells me it's Mary, but also if there's not enough evidence yet. Ooh. Mary, don't make me regret that. You guys are monsters.
I have a pretty strong suspicion that it's Alec this time.
Why is that?
Well, Demora and Mary's been with me the whole time.
Not the whole time.
Yeah, I came over.
It's just the way Alex stops, and it's like he's waiting for prey to enter his vicinity.
That's bullshit.
And he's done it multiple times, and it seems like, yeah, that's...
I don't know. I mean, Alec kind of moves around weird in general.
Thank you, Mary. That means a lot to me.
How many times have we said it was Alec because of that and it wasn't?
Well, you guys know where I've been.
Actually, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think you know where Demora and Alec were. But
I can honestly say Demora's had plenty of opportunity to kill me.
I think
Yeah,
I've seen
Demora's
Demora
had
a lot this game,
countless.
so yeah.
Countless opportunities to kill me.
So Demora checks out.
Yeah, you and Alec don't, though.
Actually,
You don't
Stuart,
check
you're
out
not.
for me either.
You're not off the hook either.
I'm pretty
Well,
much
I
off.
didn't screw it all.
Consider-
I will say that I have had a ton of run-ins with Alec. He's been pretty generous to not kill me in recent time.
Yeah, I don't think it is Alec.
I think it's Mary, then.
Of course you think it's me.
I know it's not me.
When do you not?
Well, I hope that Alec's boyish charms have not fooled me, because I'm going to vote Mary.
I'm voting Stuart.
Good.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, Mary's way too good.
Jeez,
Stuart,
suspicion
I
was
dragged,
correct.
I dragged, like Mary killed me, like followed me right in front of the
Yep.
camera. Because the way Mary was kind of running around,
I
Like
knew
before I
that
died.
I knew I looked suspicious, and I was like, I need to take whoever is doing cameras.
I know, I saw you going up there, so I was gonna loop around, because I was like, oh,
Better
she's going to
than
kill
that.
Stuart.
Why do you guys always think I'm the killer?
Not you, Alec. I was talking to Stuart.
Just the way you play, it's always suspicious.
It's chaotic.
You move very weirdly, Alec. I'm sorry. You don't
It's
move
'cause
like a
of
human.
style, Stuart. You know, I'm not one of those cookie cutter walkers like you.
No, you don't move like a human, Alec. You move like the thing.
No, I have a fluid movement, Stuart. It intimidates you.
He's like Spike from 𝐞𝐫𝐞. Moves like water. Moves like a river.
Another show Alec won't watch.
I already did watch it. I watched the whole goddamn movie too, Stuart. It's great. It's one of my favorites. No, I think my favorite is still Project Lilycat. That has to be my
Alec,
favorite.
that was 20 years ago. You don't know that.
That's my favorite anime ever, right there.
I've never heard of it.
What the fuck? They changed it, huh? There's symbols now on some of these that weren't.
Shut up.
What the hell was that? It's a doggo.
It.
Two, I guess.
I found Kristen's dead body in the bathroom.
Well, that sucks.
On
for
the
Chris.
right side of the map.
Yeah.
Who was there with you?
Never seen anybody till I came across the body.
I was in cameras on the left side.
So
when
I
did you
found
get
the
to
body on the
cameras?
Are
Oh
there, like,
no,
cameras?
yeah, never mind. I saw you fixing wires before you went there because I was on it before you.
Yeah. So like 20 seconds, I guess.
Yeah,
Yes, far right bathroom.
I haven't seen anybody other than Stuart when he was doing that.
I think you're getting shadow airlock, Ellie.
Stuart, you make the same mistake twice.
I did make this mistake last time.
Yeah, you did. You chose me as the killer. And
That was the first. Yeah, but this is later in the game, so this time I'm definitely right. Tamara, I want to hear from you.
I don't have any
You're my
evidence.
Spock.
I don't have evidence really for or against anybody. Alec was the only person who didn't do the key thing at the start of the game. But on the flip
Thank
side,
you, Mr. Spork. That's all I need to know.
on the flip side,
Hold on.
he also remarked about the colorful wires, the symbol.
Yeah, but he could have remembered that from the previous game.
He could have.
Oh, hold on. So, Damara, have you checked vitals at all this game?
No.
Okay. So we don't know how long the kills were.
Right.
Alright, what are we doing?
Blowing Alec out an airlock.
You're pretty adamant on that, huh?
Yep.
Here's the deal, guys.
I mean, I did
If
see
I'm
Stuart
not the
doing
killer-
wires.
If I'm not the killer, you definitely throw Stuart out next.
I saw him doing wires, though.
Hey, Alec, I completely agree with you. That's how confident I am that you're a scummy mutant.
Okay. If you're that confident, pull the plug. I'm taking you with.
Nah, you're just sucking space.
Tomorrow, what do we do?
I don't know. I say we wait for one more person to die.
Okay, Alex, what did you vote?
Stuart.
Wait, who? Stuart voted himself.
What?
Yeah.
What?
How did that happen?
I'm so confused.
Good job, Stuart. Good job, Stuart.
I'm so confused.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh!
Well, that's classic right there.
Oh! And I know it's Alec. I know it's Alec. I just killed everyone. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So wrong.
Alex, psychic, yeah.
It's Alec, huh? It's Alec, moron.
Oh my god. You accuse the wrong person and then you send yourself out into space.
I wasn't wrong last game, was
You
I?
were a liability to the crew this round.
Stuart?
I wasn't
Yeah.
last
Funny.
game.
Never listen to Stuart now. That's
Oh my god, that's
Stuart's
so bad.
Oh man, that was hilarious.
It was.
Good teamwork, Stuart.
It's like pizza shoe all over again.
Oh,
Alec fooled me is what happened. What if it is you? And I thought about it.
He uses his Jedi mind tricks. You are the monster you're looking for. I am the monster.
I can't believe that happened.
Stuart, I almost did it by accident as well. It seems like they changed something in the patch where if you click on like the right side of the person's name, you have a chance of hitting yourself, or hitting the person on the right side. On the right side. That probably made no sense what I just said, but I'll stick. Bork.
It was right in front of vitals.
Okay.
Was anyone on cams at all?
Nope, I was on the top right. I just saw Damara.
I was shooting asteroids,
Shooting ass. Huh?
which I've never done in this map.
Shooting ass. Taking names.
yeah, I was doing the water thing, the bottom left.
Yeah, the only person I've
do the
seen.
water thing, and he seemed like he was doing it, but
Sounds to me like everyone was mostly on the left side.
where were you, Mary?
On the right with Damara.
Yep. Where's the body at?
It was like right next to Vitals, like in front of it.
Okay.
Kind of like in that door right there.
Well, I'll rule out Mary. I don't think there's any holes that lead directly. There could be though. Could be. Because I know there's that hole outside the windows where the snowman is, and that could go into the area where the airlock is. So Mary could have killed him, hopped in a hole. So I can't rule out Mary.
What do you mean?
I have no
airlock?
idea where any of the holes go, to be honest.
I mean, I watched Kristen and Mary do whatever that task is on the left at the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not the keychain thing, the other one. I've
Did it go
literally
up
never
twice
done
or
it.
once?
So it moved up one amount, and then it
Mary,
moved up
what
a
is that
second
thing
amount
on
that
the
was very
left?
tiny.
It's an upload.
Oh, it's Mary.
What is it, Kristen?
It's a rocket thing. You follow the rocket through the line thing.
Gamara, can you confirm?
The top left thing in the start and drop pod. That's the
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
right
it's
thing.
Mary. I'm voting Mary. She
Okay,
fucked up
so
that
here's
one.
the thing. It moved up twice, but it moved up
But it could have
different
been
amounts.
somebody else doing something.
No, it was
else.
only, yeah, because it moved up two different
That's what I mean.
amounts.
Yeah, it could have been somebody doing something else somewhere else. You know. What
I think Mary got caught in a lie.
Yeah, yeah, she did. Because it's not an upload.
Because I saw that happen, I was like, that's kind of weird, but I don't know enough about the game.
Yeah, unless it's different for everybody, but I don't think so. Yeah, I saw that, Alec.
Damn it.
Ah,
I've never done that one before.
Ah, I love it.
that's
I love it.
Mary, you were aggressive and bloodthirsty, and you deserve to die. Good for
Put
you.
me out every round.
No.
Everybody can literally
No, the
say
great strategy, Mary. I was Joseph, Mary, and then you got Aura, Mary. That's what happened. Sorry to tell you.
Oh my god.
I can't wait until it's you and we can throw you out there lots.
And you got caught, and you went like Dio. So you did.
Isn't that more like Cars, actually? He's the one that got thrown into space.
My God, that show. Cars, I'm sure is a reference to the band, right?
Yep. Yep. All of them are. All of them are banner references. Okay. No exceptions.
Just like Dragon Ball Z's all food.
Yep.
It's weird that you haven't watched JoJo yet as a musician. That's all I'm gonna say.
Alec can't watch JoJo because he lives with Kristen, and Kristen would judge him. For one thing.
I thought it was a different
don't
reason. I
care.
thought it was because Alec was
Well-
insecure with his masculinity. So he would.
I will make Kristen watch an episode with me tonight.
Alec can watch it. I'm just not gonna watch it.
No, you're going to.
No.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah. They were in
Well,
the.
I can clear Alec because I just watched him do the asteroid things when I went into the communications room.
Kristen was down south of the where the tree was. I'm not sure if she was inside the water room where the wheels are or not because I couldn't actually see her corpse in the darkness. I just had the report option, so I knew she was nearby. I felt her, you know.
I didn't see anyone.
I felt her dead presence.
Drink.
I didn't
Yeah,
see it. Sorry.
all I've seen so far. I briefly saw
Yeah,
Alex and Mary running.
Yeah, me and Alec
They
were
were
together
outside.
in communications, and I saw you know how the guns go off when you're doing asteroids, so I
Yeah.
can confirm that he definitely did asteroids.
Asteroids is on the south part of the map, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was bottom right, I think, doing Simon Says.
Well, before I found her body, before the lights went out, I was doing an upload at the top left, above security, and then I headed south from there.
All right. Well, it sounds like we don't have a whole lot to go off of yet.
What'd you vote for, Alec?
I haven't seen enough.
Okay.
And
You were in the bottom right, Stuart. Is that what you said?
Pretty sure, yeah.
In the decontamination area.
I'm gonna say yeah. That's pretty sure that's where that was.
That still would have been quite a run. I don't know if there's any like whole shortcuts. Probably is, but
I don't think there's any events that go into decontamination.
And I have not seen anyone on that right
you
side
might
of the
as well
screen.
skip. I think most of us did anyway.
Yeah, I did. See,
if you ever see my character's like bedroom, it's you know, Charlie from Always Sunny in
Hey,
Philadelphia.
Cherry.
Thanks for you
Cherry.
ruined my story. You ruined my story.
Sorry, I was listening to one.
It's okay. See, I was saying that if you see my character's bedroom, it'd be like Charlie's room from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he has the red strings tied up to everything, and it's going to be talking about holes and how holes connect everyone to everything.
I didn't watch that show. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, it's a pretty funny show.
It was Danny DeVito their dad, right? Is that right?
He's dad of 2 of them, yeah.
Okay.
And 2 of them are weirdos.
I can't believe how talented that man is in his old age. It's ridiculous.
God, he looks
Still.
good for his age though. Like, I mean, you have to realize.
I can't believe how funny he is. Like, still. Not now. You're gonna get me killed, Max.
Woof, 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 woof.
Hold on.
See, I figure if he hears me, it probably encourages him to do anything.
Now I messed up the puzzle.
That's what he thinks about your fucking puzzle.
Alec, why did you split up from me?
The destroyer.
Stuart, you. It happened again. I killed Alex literally like a foot away from you. You ran over his corpse and didn't notice it.
Oh my god.
Every time I see Mary, she murders me.
You have to admit, Mary, you're either extremely loyal or you're a monster, Mary.
More than not, I'm loyal, thank you. How many times have I been like, I just saw him kill someone, and Stuart's been like, yeah, I bet it's you, Mary.
You're a more terrifying monster than I am, though, Mary. Way more.
Remember, Stuart's so, scared of himself that he voted for himself too, so.
It's just a pro gamer move.
Fuck's sake.
Well,
Jason, where the hell did you just come from? I was in the bathroom doing the wires, and as I was leaving, you just popped up out of nowhere. I thought you were going to kill me.
well, he probably killed Stuart ahead of time. That's why he didn't kill you.
Oh, I seen Kristen. She was right with me. She walked in the same room as me when this was called. So.
I'm not saying he did.
Where was
but
the body?
He was so suddenly in the room, he easily could have popped out of the vent after I left.
I didn't even see you in there until
There's no
'cause, like,
way
I
it could
came
be
from the
Jason
right
again.
side.
The body was in.
I'm just
Uh,
saying. I'm not saying it's Jason. I don't want to do that, but I'm just saying he was suddenly there, and I was like, "What the hell?"
The body was
And
in
I
Cabinet,
came out of the
by the way.
decontamination room. I didn't see
I
you
don't
until
think you
we were
came out of
past
the
smell thing.
decontamination because I didn't see you come from there. It looked like you were in the bathroom area. when I
will
saw
I
your
didn't see
name.
you in the bathroom.
in the beginning when I did
Yeah,
the wires
I was,
for the first
and I was
time.
leaving, and I saw your
Hey.
name pop up in the bathroom.
When I did the wires in the beginning of the map, my bar moved. Mary was standing there. I did not see it move again.
I
at
was
all.
waiting to see
Just
if
saying.
your bar went up, if that's what you're talking about.
Why
but
were
I
you
did.
there in front of it before me?
I was doing wires,
It was well.
and then I
nothing
waited
moved
a
when
little
you did
bit
it.
because I saw you go up. It
Nothing
did.
moved when you did it.
Oh,
So wait, you
did.
said your bar moved when you did
My
wires?
bar moved when I did it, and then when I was done, I saw Mary standing.
I'm telling
there,
you,
so-
I saw Jason pop up in the bathroom.
That's why
so that's
I thought
why
it
I
was
came
weird,
from
and I
decontamination.
followed you.
He did
Jason.
not come from decontamination, Damara.
Jason,
You
you know
mean
how I
Jason?
kind of followed you
Yeah.
because I was kind of worried because Mary was being weird, so I just wanted to stick. to
Go
it.
ahead and kick me out if you guys think you're so sure it's me again. But when
I'm
it's
not sure of
Jason,
anything. I just
I
I'm
don't
think
gonna
think
say I
it's you.
told you so.
But also on the wires
think we
thing,
have
I
enough.
don't think the bar moves until you do all of them, doesn't it?
No, it does it every time. The only thing that doesn't move, I think, is when you download and upload and a couple other things. But
If we're not voting out Jason, just be suspicious.
I'm
of him.
skipping because I don't think I don't have enough.
Oh,
Mary,
Tamara,
but-
do you know?
No, I don't know who it is.
Because I could have swore when I was playing like public lobbies that happened.
What happened?
Like I called someone out because the bar didn't move when they were doing wires, and then people were saying like it only moves when you do all of them.
I
Oh
couldn't
yeah,
finish it.
wires. That's right. Sorry, wires. You have to do all 3 before the bar goes up.
That's what I was thinking. So it would make sense why it didn't move for Mary.
I forgot that.
Are we all sure about that?
Yeah. Someone told me.
Well,
last
somebody
night.
must have been doing something when I did it because I thought that it moved. I was like,
Yeah.
where is it? Okay, that's why I skipped because I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
Wow,
that makes
she's
sense.
sure of you, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's cool.
No one was ejected. One imposter remains.
My God.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
crap.
So Kristen's corpse was.
I was with Alec. Alec watched me do Simon
Yeah.
Says.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. I did see you two together. I seen you and Alec running out of admin, and then that's where I found the body at.
I think it's Jason, if I'm being honest. Tomorrow you can make your own assumptions.
There's
but
no
I
way
was
it could
with
be.
Alec.
I thought it was Kristen for the
There is a way because I was imposter 5 times in a row before it happens.
Listen, you have a 1/6 chance of being imposter again. It don't
Did
matter.
anybody see me? Because I've been on cams for the past
I-
while. I know
like I said,
ran
I was
past
with
him.
I
Alec.
haven't
I
seen
was doing
Jason
Simon
or
Says.
Demora.
I've seen the cams active, so I can believe that Jason was on cams for at least some time.
Jason does that regardless of whether he's imposter or not, though.
I don't
So
know,
him being
it's
on
not-
the cap
I think
is an
it's
safe
Demora.
vote. I don't think it's Demora.
Where was the body at?
The body was in admin right in front of the life.
Where
the
were you
heartbeat
before
thing.
you found it?
I ran past you and Kirby. I mean, you and Alec. You two
You
were
were in
2
the
peas in a pod.
decontamination thing? Because
No,
I was suffering.
I came
trying to
from
do
the
something.
left.
Oh, so you came in from the left side.
I came in from the left as y'all were exiting that left door, and
And where was the body?
the body was right behind where you two were. It was in the admin on the life machine, the heartbeat machine.
Well, I can tell you that I went up to the right and I was doing that vial thing. I had left it, and then I went down and went that way into.
Where did you meet
Yeah.
Alec at? Did you walk through that room?
I went through, like the lab, and then I went down and I was doing Simon Says and sucking at it, and Alec came and met me in that room when I was doing that.
And then
Wait, where's
Kristen
the
was
Simon
there.
Says on this map?
Kristen was there, and she ran ahead of us.
Where's the Simon Says on this map?
Simon Says is the bottom right, in the same room where you do I think it's where you put the skulls and all the gems in the box.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had to do that in that room.
Yeah, it sucks. Well, I'm
So wait,
leaning more.
So
Jason Demora.
Kristen was an admin,
Right,
and you saw those two leaving there.
I did.
So
Wouldn't
did you
I-
guys see Kristen?
I didn't see anything because I had Simon Says open, but Alec was standing with me. I feel like he could have killed me if he was the imposter, is the thing. Because he
So
would have had
so
ample
that's at the
time. Because
bottom
he
right,
would have
though.
had.
The
Because the
body
thing
was
is,
an admin.
Right.
yeah, but what I'm saying is there would have been ample time for him to kill Kristen, and if I had that open for a while, he would have had time to wait.
Well, we're running
it's
out
cooled
of
down now.
voting time here.
I'm voting Jason. I honestly think it's Jason.
I don't know the vote. I'm skipping, I guess.
Bloop.
Yes! I knew it!
That was a close one,
I
Jason.
knew you.
I mean, I
it's-
guess.
As long as they don't call them that in like game text, then I don't think they can get in trouble.
Because what was the last? Remember, we watched that movie, and there was a game where there was obviously a beholder in it, but it wasn't called that. Well, I mean, yeah, Stuart.
Game started, by the way, guys.
World of Warcraft has beholders in it.
Yeah, but they don't call them beholders, do they?
No, they don't. But I think he's right. I think we literally, you could.
The dev saying that doesn't matter.
Yeah, for example, if you make a superhero that's looks exactly like Superman, but he's blonde and has a G on his chest, for George Foreman. But
Yeah,
it's
there's
an
a
obvious
12-minute video. A 12-minute video on it. If you guys want to watch that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is this a launch title?
Hey, you guys know the fucking game's playing, right?
Oh yeah. Shit.
Wait, did you guys start while I was AFK?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Me too, Mary. They did on the Me Too.
That comes on out on the 12th.
Now, is that for PS4 too, Stuart?
Oh, just 5.
Okay,
was a
so
dead bot.
this is a really quick and easy one. So in the beginning, everyone was standing still. I did the things at the top. Kristen left, right? The seismic stabilizers were called. Then Demara started moving. Demara went to the right side. I went to the left one. So I was thinking it was Kristen because nothing was
You're right there,
moving.
Dad.
But now Kristen's body is on the right side of that seismic thing where Damara went. And nobody else has moved.
Don't hit your head on the way out, okay?
Yeah.
I've been AFK, so.
I honestly thought it was Kristen because the taskbar wasn't moving and she was the only one moving around. But Kristen's dead, so.
Now, before we do this, I want to give Damara's like face thing the kiss of death, like the mafia, before we blow them out.
Thanks. Kudos to you, Jason, for killing somebody behind me.
Yeah. I can't kill someone across the map, unfortunately. I wish I could.
Sorry, I had to tell them the game started. It was starting to piss me off.
You're all gonna die.
I was paying attention, so.
I broke the rules and I talked. Sorry. It ruined your plan.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have it first, so I got a lot of time to learn. Can't wait.
Ankle
You
matters,
don't need
Stuart.
to learn when you're just naturally good, Stuart.
Oh,
That's right.
Damara, listen. It's gonna be your worst nightmare.
Well, what I'll do is what I really need to do is wait for you and Jason and Damara to all get it for a year or so, and then I'll get it when it's cheaper, and then you guys can run me through it.
No. I'm gonna, for once, I'm gonna run Damara through Demon Souls.
Do you still have Demon Souls, Jason?
Your copy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna get around to playing it one of these days.
Well, it sounds like you. Oh, you never. Kristen doesn't know. Jason's under quarantine right now
Why?
because his roommate had COVID.
I've put some of my coworkers through that, so that's been fun.
That's
See,
I can't do my laundry for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
My laundry's
You're
already pretty
just-
much out
You're
already.
just gonna smell like Jason, huh?
Gonna have to recycle through old outfits that I've worn to the gym
So where
already.
did your roommate go?
Put them on a different floor. So there's a handicapped floor in our dorm building, and all the sick people are being put there.
That's interesting.
So they're being put with all the people with various disabilities and whatnot.
Of course.
That's pretty horrible.
Shit, what?
Okay.
Mary, what building did you just run out of?
To be perfectly honest, I have no idea. I think it was on like the bottom left side.
What task did you just do?
It was like wires.
it's 100% not Kristen. I was on the cameras.
Unfortunately, I think Mary might be had the bad luck while she's eating pizza because
Well,
I was
so
doing
here's
the
the thing.
spaceship thing and it didn't move when she was standing there and she was pretending or
Mary's
watching
my
me. I'm not
suspect.
really sure.
Well, here, this is a fair court. We need evidence. Mary did just run over Stuart's corpse.
Did I?
Yeah,
I
and it was
didn't
falling
see it.
down. It was falling down as you were
I'm
running
voting
by it.
Mary. I'm gonna risk it. Oh wait, that didn't work.
So I'm gonna vote Mary.
Me too.
I saw Kristen working on the computer thing in admin, so I'm gonna assume she's safe.
All right.
I think Mary got the unfortunate I'm eating pizza and now I'm the imposter situation.
Always the greasy-fingered killer.
Wow.
Well, Mary, you were
Jason
just
literally
like
walked.
there.
Jason literally walked right out as I was killing Stuart. So yeah.
Mary, even when Jason asked, you had that tone. You said, "Did I?"
Stuart ran right over a body.
I'm talking normally, Stuart. You're the one who
No,
thinks
Mary,
I
you're not.
sound evil.
You're laughing behind what you say, like maniacally.
Oh my god.
That was a very unfortunate timing. Then.
How many people have you killed, Mary? I don't know. How many pieces of bread have you eaten? Mary.
Mary, if you ever play Space Station 13, you can wear a Dio outfit.
Yeah.
They should, since
Yep.
they're remaking the thing, the movie, they should honestly do a
Well, maybe I
AAA
should.
version
Stuart always
this
thinks
game.
I am too.
and just do the thing.
Space
Go for
Station
it.
13's got
Always bad at those though.
a learning curve to it, but if anybody wants to play it, I wouldn't mind showing them the ropes.
I might have to try that.
Thankfully, there's in like almost always empty, quote-unquote roleplay server where people use it for tutorial purposes.
Is it also? It's like I heard you. Anything can happen in the game, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, especially like Oh, let's do this first.
Hey, Alec, I got a question for you.
Okay, Kristen.
What was the first thing that you did when the map started?
Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, because you didn't do the key. I think it's Alec. I'm fucking voting for him.
I don't know,
The
though,
key.
but
He
he
walked
did-
right down south.
He did stand there for a while though, so
didn't do
knowing
shit, and then
Alec
he
could have
left.
been.
Everybody gets the key.
So,
I think it's Kristen, just the way she's
listen.
acting.
Right.
listen,
Whatever you want to say, but.
I just walked into this room.
Mhm.
And I didn't
What was
see
in the
any-
room?
Hold on, I'm trying to get to that.
What color was the room, Stuart? We need
Well, I
evidence.
don't have to explain that because if you give me a moment,
What shape was the room?
I just stepped into the room with Kristen, where Kristen is right now.
I just walked.
And the second Kristen saw me, she reported, made the report.
I walked into the room the same time you did. I came from the left. You came from the bottom. Where were you last, Alec?
Almost makes it seem
I
like
was
Wait, I
with
don't know.
Alec.
see
You
something.
don't know where you were. So you don't
Who
know where you
was-
were, and you didn't do the
No,
key.
no, wait. Alec was at the lights.
Security
with
room.
me.
I'm in the security room.
Alex
You're not in the. You weren't in the security room. Me and you were just at the lights.
I'm at the security. I just walked in the security.
Totally, Alex.
Did you leave? Like no. Let him say his piece. Did
The
you
last
leave?
place I did, I walked in the security room when this
Well,
meeting.
2 people were in electrical with me, and they left, and the lights were still off. I had to go back and turn them
that
on
was
because
me,
someone didn't
'cause
fix it.
I kept fighting with the buttons with you, so I was like, "Fuck this."
That was
Alec
me.
was there too, though.
Yeah.
White, right?
Oh, was
Yes.
he?
Yes.
Whoever was there was messing with the buttons too much, so I said, "Fuck this," and that's when I went to the right.
Yeah,
and
I stopped
Stuart
because the
was,
buttons were like
and I entered
flinging
the room
around.
the exact same time Stuart did, unless Stuart went south and came back up. Like
So it
after
sounds
he
like you've
killed
got
it.
a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
suspicion,
It could
but
be Stuart, but I don't.
Nope,
I think it's
it's fair.
Alec.
I think it's Kristen myself, but
It's super suspicious that Alec didn't do the key in the beginning. He completely skipped it. He went south.
what did you vote, Damara?
I voted for the key ignore. Alec.
Kristen could have reported the second they in the same room they found
You
the
know
body.
what? If it's not Alec, go ahead and shoot me out of the ship, and then we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm willing to take that risk. Yeah, I'll take one for the
And
team.
if we're both not it, then wow, you guys are fucked.
I'll pass.
I feel like it's better to pass.
I feel like it's better to throw him right underneath the bus.
Yeah, but the more we throw people at the airlock, the more suspicious it's gonna be. Like harder to
You have
go
a
suspicious.
1 in 5 chance of being right. Chances are high.
You're playing with people's lives, Christian. You can't just be doing that.
Tamara, you were ready to yeet him out too.
Yeah, but I had
Good
I seen. I had a vision of God the last second, and God said, "Christian owes taxes, back taxes." So,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, God really wants that money. Running the universe ain't cheap.
Gonna have to wait. You're not getting me killed again, Max. Out. Max, get away from me. Out.
Damn it, Mary!
Brother, he did that, and nobody caught it. Some random person got thrown out the airlock.
Wow. No talking.
That's singing.
Yeah.
That's singing. Just found Kristen's body, bottom left in engineering. I was coming from the top of engineering, from the cafeteria. I seen no one.
Okay.
You mean from reactor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Damara is in the electric room. I just ran in there. Saw them there. Someone was on the right side of the map, so that had to have been Mary, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Because I was checking admin to see where everyone was. Now, Damara they were standing at the electrical panels, looking like they were doing tasks.
Okay, I got nothing.
Yeah, me too.
Might have been Jason running into
Well, I
that
did
area.
see... Well, I mean, I was an admin. That's how I knew Mary was on the right side of the map.
Yeah.
But
And where were you, Stuart?
The bottom part of reactor. On the left side.
yeah, Stuart was in reactor. That's where I saw him on admin, and then he found the body lower engine.
Well,
Okay.
it could be me, Jason, or Stuart, really. Good luck, Kirby.
I think it's Stuart.
Really? Why? Do you think it was a
Well,
self-report?
Yeah, because Damara was in electrical for like several seconds, because I was watching on admin. Stuart left reactor, or at least a little person disappeared from reactor.
If Jason was an admin, then Stuart would be the only one in the area, I guess. Well, excluding me and electrical.
All I did was make like an upside down L from cafeteria all the way down there. All I did. I never left that area once I entered that left side of the screen. I never did.
Right where the body is. I don't know. Do we vote or no?
What did you vote, Damara?
I voted Jason, but I'm actually leaning Stuart after the fact.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Jason? Are we voting or skipping?
I'm
Mary?
80% sure, but both of them were over there, so I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that it's Jason.
Why?
It stands because I saw Jason go to the right side of the screen all by himself. He could have easily doubled back. I was in the cafeteria for a little while.
Jason and Kirby should probably vote.
Okay, so Stuart, my question about that is, you saw me go to the right. I was doing weapons.
I didn't see that.
You said you were in cafeteria.
Yep.
If I would have doubled back, you would have seen me run through there again.
We
Not
have
if
to
you
move
went.
something.
Not if you went to the bottom.
But then Kirby would have seen me.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Oh no!
Oh my god.
You're a terrible.
Damn it.
We're fucked now. You get away from me. Damn it!
Damn it.
Why are you always the bad guy?
I don't know. I want to eat my
Fucking
pizza
die.
in peace.
It's crazy.
I don't even know how you
Every
did
time.
that.
What?
Made that kill and made it back there
I don't know either. I
without
was like, what
anybody
the
seeing
hell?
you.
Oh, what,
I
Stuart?
desperately wanted to tell
Well,
you.
basically what I did is I was hanging out in electrical for the longest time. Nobody was coming down. I went over to the left. I saw Kristen, killed her, sat in a vent, watched Stuart come down and find the body, and you were like, oh, I saw someone in the right. And I was just like, oh, yeah, that was me.
But there was someone on the right side. Like when I was on admin, it said someone was there.
So weird.
Unless it was glitched. That's messed up.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I let you down, Stuart. I forgot Kristen was even in this game.
Where was it?
She was in the assay end of electrical.
I was most of the game, the top right, and I just made it to. Is it navigation's the one where you're in front of the, like,
It's the far
driver's
right.
seat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what me and Stuart were both in there doing tasks.
So how long were you two together?
He came
20
in
seconds.
right when I started doing asteroids, so yeah, probably about
Did he
20
come?
seconds.
Do you know if he comes from the bottom or comes from the top?
He came
Okay.
from the top. It was like the cafeteria.
Okay.
Yeah, all I've seen is us on the all four of us on the right side of the map.
So I do think Stuart is in the clear because he could have had a chance to kill me, unless he's doing that thing where he's one of our friends, but I don't know.
Well, he could have just been.
I mean, I was circling around, like I was doing that loop through navigation and through like the center.
I saw you in admin very, very early when I did my card swipe, and then
Yeah.
I just saw you. I think you were probably coming to check if there was a body in navigation.
Here's the thing. We've seen Jason a few times. You and I were together.
Mhm.
We didn't see Demora.
It has to be either Demara or Jason.
Now here's the
The
thing.
only
I
way it could
think
be,
I've
only
seen
way it could
everybody.
be, only
Sorry,
way it
go
could be
on.
Jason is if he vented though, because otherwise it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's not
And
just.
I saw everybody do the card swipe, or at least like they were there, you know.
Mhm.
Now I was cycling around,
Well,
seeing you two together. I was
did
like,
you-
oh, that's a
did
perfect
you see
spot for a
Stuart?
kill.
do the card swipe because I think I seen you put Mary there.
I thought I did.
When the oxygen went off, there were 3 of us in the room. I know, Jason, you were one of them. Curb was the other one, right?
Yeah, I was on the right side doing the right part of the oxygen.
Yeah, I did the admin part of the oxygen.
I did see someone on that side. Did you say Jason was
which
the left?
side?
Did you say Jason was on the left one side?
I did the admin oxygen switch.
I think it might have been Jason on the right side with me then, and
Yeah, I went through. I saw.
That
you were doing
leaves
the top one.
that leaves a portion of time unaccounted for. Stuart missing and Kristen dead.
Well, when the game first started, I did a couple of the puzzles on the wall in the cafeteria.
I think during the oxygen crisis, Stuart was on the left and he killed Kristen over there. That's why Kristen never came running to the oxygen thing, and I didn't see Stuart running to the oxygen thing either.
Stuart, what were the puzzles that you did?
I blew the leaves out.
Wait,
And,
at the top?
yeah.
Where? Like where?
Top right.
So like the one where you drag the leaves in or whatever?
Yep.
Yeah, it's Stuart.
Really?
That's an O2, Stuart. Unless you're just really confused.
Get out of here!
oh my god, I trusted you.
Yeah, me too. I thought
I
that
was so
Tamara.
sure it was you or Damara.
She's an imposter. But also, when someone doesn't believe her, she puts on the same voice.
Yeah.
So it just all sounds suspicious.
What's your favorite kind of pizza, guys?
Just Little Caesars, pepperoni, and crazy bread.
I guess it's suffocation pizza. What?
I just seen Mary. She's dead outside of security.
I've been with Damara a good long while now.
Yeah, tomorrow's clear. Saw them doing the med scan.
Well, we know it's not Mary, because it's always Mary.
I don't know. I think it's Mary.
It's not
I
my
seen
own
Alec
net.
running around, but I don't know what he was doing.
Where were you at?
I
Kristen?
was over by that thing where you drag the leaves, but I wasn't doing that one. I was doing the fuse thing. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
The little thing.
I was to the right somewhere.
Yeah, O2.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Thing. Where were you, Demaria?
I don't think I know enough here.
Tamara is clear. I saw them doing the scan.
Yeah, me and Stuart were doing sexy kisses in Medway, so we clear each other.
Stuart had been running around with Tamara for a while.
Yeah, we're holding hands in the hallways.
Now,
I think,
here's a question.
Melted Delta situation. I think Alec.
Well, Alex, where did you come from? Hold on.
I've been all over. I've been doing laps the whole time.
But where did you come from when you found the body?
From the south. I was working my way up. So.
Because
and I think I seen Stuart and Demora in the hallway.
Where at?
Well,
coming from the north.
I will tell you this: there was something suspicious that Alec did earlier. I went into electrical. He went into electrical. I tried to pretend like I was leaving because I was like, oh fuck, I don't want to be alone with him because I don't know. And then he left, like really quickly. Either he went in there thinking he had something to do and he didn't, or he went in there to kill me and then I fucking got the fuck out of there. I don't know. It was weird.
So here's another thing.
Enough.
So where you found the body? Where?
It's in the. I was right outside of security in the next room with the tree.
Kristen and Alex, have you two seen each other in the last like 30 seconds?
Not in 30 seconds, no.
Okay. So I'm just because I was in security, and then I left. I passed Mary when she was top engine. So I don't know if she went into security or what. I left, went into med bay, saw those two screwing around. Then I'm in admin. I just did my card swipe, or I'm doing it as you called this. So this kill couldn't have been that old.
Yeah. I think it's Alec then. But I'm gonna skip, I guess.
You were in there.
Oh shoot, I should have voted Alec.
You were smooching with my brother.
Melted Delta.
That was the sloppiest kill ever. Alec killed me, ran out in front of like two people that passed in the hall.
Yeah.
Went up, and then he went back down and reported the body.
You were definitely trying to kill me in electrical, Alec, and I got the fuck out of it.
Right? He snapped my
that's
neck,
what I
ran
thought.
out in front of two people, ran up a little bit, then pretended to come back down and find me. And I wasn't in security, by the way. I was in the reactor room.
Alec does a lot of weird shit when he's trying to kill you. Like, he can kill you really quickly, but he doesn't. He like walks around you and then he leaves. It's like fucking
What
weird.
kind of monster?
He likes to mark you with a scent first.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I thought it was Stuart that round because I saw you do the upload, but I didn't see you download anything, so I was like,
Kristen just tore their head off.
where?
I just watched.
It was in
Right in the
admin.
room where you swiped
In
the
front
card.
of everyone?
Yes,
it was
right
an
in front of
admin.
everyone. Right in front of
Here's the
everyone.
thing. Okay. Stuart and Kristen are both standing there. I had wires up, so I didn't see who did it.
I don't think it's Stuart because Stuart stood with me when I was doing an upload task earlier.
Kristen was like on top of the body, but you don't have to be like directly on the body to kill.
Right in front of me. Traumatized. I'm gonna have post-traumatic stress over this.
Yeah, it sounds like he's yeah. I don't know what to say about that story.
Don't hit your head in the way out, Kristen.
Yeah, okay.
It's down a duck. Do a cannonball.
I was hoping we were more tightly stacked.
I was really confused because I was walking back up and I saw my report button. I was like, wait, there's a body here?
Yeah, I was really hoping you guys would stay stacked, but you didn't. Alright, we're gonna do one more, Alec and I, and then we're done.
The thing is with me, when someone does that in front of me, I can never be convincing because I start gasping and like I'm in shock. So.
Yeah, I didn't argue it.
Well, I've seen everybody on the cams moving around. I've seen
Who's with
Stuart
you,
and
Jason?
Jason. Stuart and Jason have been dancing
Stuart
around.
and Jason were
Hold on.
dancing around. I had
Hold
to
on.
stop. I was like, what the hell are they doing?
Wait, Stuart and Jason, I just saw you, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So
Where was
I
that
just
body
saw
at?
you. I came up, it was right across in O2 because I went over there to do the little leaf thing or whatever. Anyway, I came south and I did download and then I went to across the hall and that's where it was. So if you and Jason were together and it wasn't me, it's either Mary or Alec.
Wait,
I
hold
have
on.
no idea where they
Mary.
were.
Where were you?
100%.
Where were you guys when
It's
you
Mary,
guys?
100%.
Can I talk before you throw me out the airlock? That'd be fantastic.
You don't deserve that.
Where were you guys? When I saw you guys dancing around? Where were we all? Because
We
I
were
kind
in
of stopped
security.
in the hall to see what you were doing.
Yeah,
okay.
that was secure.
And
We
then I
ran
went
south.
up, and I am doing the reactor thing. You know when you've got to fill up the it's like a vial of oil or whatever.
I mean,
Where
that
did you
body
go
might have been
before
sitting
that,
there
Mary?
For a while.
To be honest, I don't remember. I went north, either into the cafeteria or from the
But where
left
did you
side.
go before you filled up the engine?
I was in cafeteria because I was going to med bay and I was filling up the vials, and then I ran to do the reactor thing.
Where were you, Alec?
Did you ever go to
Security,
storage?
watching the
earlier?
video.
Storage? No.
So you
I
didn't
think
go to
it's
storage
Mary.
at all?
The
I
thing
don't think
is,
so, no.
even
Hold
before
on.
security,
Stuart, hold on.
Jason, sorry.
Hold on. So you filled up the engines, but you never went to storage.
It wasn't that kind of thing. It's like a vial. It's not like a tank. I
There's
could
a
be
rea-
completely confused, and that's the thing.
We all know who
I
it
don't
is.
even remember where I was. You
Wait,
can
so-
vote
hold
me
on.
out if you
Hold
think
on.
it's me. Go
So,
ahead.
Kristen,
but
where was the body at again? O2?
Yeah, right in front of where you do the leaf shoot thing or whatever.
I can say for sure I haven't been on the right side. That's the only thing I can probably give you. I've been in the middle and the left.
So I know it wasn't Stuart or I. Stuart, did you see Damara in O2? Like when we ran through?
No.
Yeah, I didn't see Damara
I think
at
that
all.
body's been sitting there for a while. That's what I think. Because I came from the south. I did not come from cafeteria.
Yeah, I don't think Damara was alive.
I did card swipe, and then I went down south, and I went across, and then up.
All I know is I have the memory span of a goldfish. So
Yeah, your what? I don't know. Your vial thing sounds very weird.
Yeah, or a piranha.
Do you have to fill up the tank to
Well, if
fill
it's
those?
not
You
Mary,
have to
then
fill it up
Alec.
in storage and then go to engine.
Knowing me, I did because previously before this, Stuart pulled out 2 breadsticks and I thought I did them. So clearly I'm losing my
I
mind.
think.
Breadsticks.
Well, I was just about to skip.
Ooh.
I don't know if it registered or not.
That's the weirdest vote I've ever seen. Nobody else voted.
Oh,
Then
yes.
it's Alec. It's totally Alec then. Son of a bitch.
It's Kristen
usually
then.
Mary. That's
No,
why
it's
we,
Kristen.
Hey, no talking.
Alex
Shut
is
up.
really quiet.
No talking.
Huh.
Sound like a villager.
Aw. I knew it. Oh
That
my
was
God.
you were so good that time, sir. God, you were good.
I completely made myself look suspicious because I couldn't remember shit.
Yeah,
Follow
that,
Jason around